Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Some information from the Black Sea, besides the fact that it's black, is that there are a lot of submarines and navy ships belonging to the Russian Federation. And not only in the Black Sea but also in the Azov Sea. So let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Ukrinform, and it's from today, the 19th of July 2022. Russia keeps 3 cruise missiles carriers combat ready in Black Sea. Not only, so Russia keeps 3 cruise missile carriers combat ready in Black Sea. The Russian Navy keeps 3 carriers of caliber operational tactical cruise missiles in the Black Sea, while another 6 enemy warships and cutters are deployed in the waters of the Sea of Azov. This was reported by the press service of Ukraine Army General Staff on Telegram, as seen by Ukrinform. And I'm quoting: as of July 19th, 2022, there are 3 enemy caliber operational tactical missile carriers on combat duty in the Black Sea, 5 enemy caliber surface-to-air missile carriers and 2 missile cruisers in the Mediterranean Sea, while 6 enemy warships and cutters continue to monitor maritime communication in the Sea of Azov, the report says. It is noted that the enemy continues to focus its efforts on protecting and defending the temporarily occupied Crimea from the sea and conducting combat training in the area of Kerch Strait on defending the Kerch Bridge. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it, but it's the Crimean Bridge. Kerch. The General Staff emphasized that the Russian Federation continues to violate the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea of 1974, SOLAS, by turning off automatic identification systems on civilian vessels in the Black Sea Azov waters. On February 24th, Russia began a new stage of its 8-year war against Ukraine. I was thinking, they 8-year. Okay, so it started in 2014. Man, these Russians are slow. The enemy has been massively shelling and bombarding peaceful Ukrainian cities and villages. I wonder why. Excuse me. Is that because the Ukrainian army is in those cities? I don't know. Just a question. I think so. But they can defend wherever they want, but then when the Russians are trying to engage them, then they will not do like the Russians did when Napoleon showed up at the gates of Moscow, right? But it's strange how these guys are talking about Russia being at war with Ukraine since 2014 without mentioning anything that might, if that's true, that might I don't want to say justified, but at least counterbalance the illogical and unprovoked war that these guys are talking about. As I said many times before, this war was provoked not by Ukraine, it was not provoked by the Russians. I think it was provoked and pushed by other forces that are outside of both countries. Unfortunately, I think that Ukraine is just being used by these forces, and actually I think it's like this. Ukraine, these forces that are the ones that we hear, like the Johnsons, the Bidens, the Trusses, the Andalina, something from Germany, Macron, these are this here, right here, and it's behind. That's behind, and maybe one more behind. But this, it's more than, it's a planetary, it's a world. I don't want to say order, but reshuffling now, where the cards are, thrown like boom, and see where they're gonna fall, and the chips, see how they're gonna fall and go from there. And Russia, unfortunately, was in the way of this fantastic, beautiful globalist agenda that we are supposed to admire, and NAFTA with Clinton, that's so beautiful, for bombing Ukraine, Yugoslavia in 1999, and Blair, Tony Blair, he's not gonna escape. He was knighted, Tony Blair, right? At the beginning of the year. Bravo, bravo. You know, that's like in the government. If you screw up something, you're promoted. You're not kicked out. Look at Condoleezza Rice, for instance, and September 11. Wasn't she? Yeah. Under her watch, and those guys, what they do? They just close their eyes and hit whomever those guys told them to do it. Their interest, economic interest, banking is interest, financial institutions. That's the way it is. Luckily, we are kept alive so we can produce things. That's the reason why we are kept alive. It's not because somehow we're strong enough. Yeah, we're strong, but we are misguided, and they work on us day and night. And not only on us, on future generations. If you remember that ex-KGB Yuri, I can't remember his last name, Yuri something, you can find him on YouTube. I don't know, he defected the Soviet Union in, I think, 80s or 80s, and I think he was in India, and then he defected, and he ended up in Canada, and then there's a beautiful interview that he talks about certain things, and very, very intelligent. Talks about how society is being maneuvered and brainwashed, changed, and it tells you the stages. But let's go back to these guys here. They have all these cruise missiles over there. No, they didn't mention anything about any submarine this time. They mentioned the Mediterranean Sea, which is the first time when I hear this. I expect it to be ships over there, you know, but because of Syria and guarding a little bit the Bosphorus and Dardanelles Straits. But this first time when I hear a number put to those ships over there. Azov Sea, I obviously expected them to be over there. I wonder, it's just to guard Crimea from what? From British invasion? Who's going to invade? The United States is going to invade through the Black Sea. Not impossible to do something stupid. You know, remember that Navy ship of Great Britain that challenged those Russians in close to Crimea. There's videos with that. I mean, that was really, really, really a provocation. What the hell are you doing over there? I mean, if you have something to say, you say it on diplomatic terms and so on. You don't have to come over and approach the territorial, unrecognized, if you want to put it fairly, unrecognized territorial waters of Crimea or of Russian Federation when they told you they're going to shoot at you. That's theirs. It's like go to get the, I don't know, the prey from the bear's claws. And what do you expect? A flicker? Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.